is when you are connected so much to something that you are going to do on a higher perspective, you don't need any motivation at any point of time.
Right.
You will not seek motivation. You will just be ready 24/7.
Haneesh Undramatla, author, speaker, entrepreneur, holistic wellness expert, and new age spiritualist. Haneesh is a transformational coach, founder of modern day yogic lifestyle, a speaker with a passion for holistic health, spiritual science, and author of Sciences of Improving Yourself Greatly.
Haneesh, first of all, the thing I would like to know is, what is wellness according to you?
When you say body, mind, heart, and spirit, these are the four pillars of wellness. If you are connected to what you are and which is connected to what you want to do, then that is in a complete synchronization, then you don't need motivation at all.
With his unique and powerful system of connecting four pillars, body, mind, heart, and spirit, he shows how anyone can transform their health and lifestyle in a holistic manner and bring in transformational changes.
And along with the schooling for kids, parents also need some schooling on that.
Definitely. Parents definitely need some kind of learning in this. So for example, a kid doesn't get good marks and his father scolds him or his mother beats him, whatever it is. Why are they doing it? It is because, not because of the child, it is because of these people compare themselves or their child with respect to the society. The parent feel insecure.
We can take an example of Sachin Tendulkar when he was just 16, I think, and he ventured into cricket, and then he became the superstar. Isn't it? What if his parents would have stopped him? Would have not have had a player like him, right?
Yes.
Now moving ahead, since our generation, we have been brought up through conditioning.
Correct.
It is all-round conditioning. It's books, it's parents, it's social, it's everything around us. Now I'm at a stage wherein I'm frustrated. I don't know what to do. I'm not able to meet what expectations my parents have, and I want to do something else, but they want me to do something else. How do I deal with it? How do I tackle this situation?
Oh, it's a little bit of complex thing.
Right. It's just a hypothetical, but it's very common, I believe so.
Yeah.
A lot of people get, confused in their life, and they are frustrated, I would say. That's the word. Stress is there. Yes. So how do we deal with it, and how do we come out of such a situation?
So first thing is, you need to have a very strong commitment towards change. It should be very strong. Your desire to change and go into the unknown, because now you have something which is known. Okay, this is what I am doing. This is, if I do this, I will get this. I will get there in the future. This is completely known. You need to trust the unknown, which is not created yet. Okay, you don't know what is in stake for you there. Okay, we do know. So from the unknown, you need to create it, whatever you want it. And I sincerely suggest people to ignore whatever the parents were trying to do, because as I said, it is because their insecurity that you may not do well, or you may not do well compared to your relatives, okay, your neighbors. So that is propelling the engine of trying to put you in a certain path, or trying to do what you're doing, do something else. See, he is doing that, why don't you try that? So it's because of their insecurity. And when a person is in a certain situation where he is doing something and his parents want him to do something else, and he is in a state where he is stuck, whether he has to go forward in the same path or follow what his parents say. This is the place, the process of worm becoming a butterfly.
Right.
Okay, it forms itself a nest kind of thing where for a few days it hibernates. Okay.
Cocoon, I think so.
Yeah, it's a cocoon, right? Correct. So you need to enter the cocoon. You need to take a break. You need to enter the cocoon. that is the time when you are severely stressed and highly frustrated. You don't know what it is. You don't know the future. You are frustrated and stressed about what's going to happen in the future. That is the time you need to take a break and hibernate, go into a cocoon, and begin the journey of becoming a butterfly. Right. You need to have that commitment to become a butterfly. If you still are in the worm and if you are going into the cocoon coming out, it won't work. As simple as that.
Right. So what all can be done in that stage?
For me, I will tell you what happened in my life. Okay, there will be certain circumstances and situations that you will encounter in your life which will propel you to change. Okay, right. Which will actually mold you into a certain path. But people take that situation as a pain or suffering, and they will continue in the same path. But that is the time when something is giving you pain, something is giving you suffering. That is something that you need to learn about and think about. Okay, that is where the metacognition has to come in place. So metacognition is only available to human beings. It is thinking what you are thinking. That means observing your thoughts. That's called metacognition.
It's like self-observation in a
yes.
way. Yeah.
What is going on in my brain, what thoughts I am generating, and you as a person observing your own thoughts. It's called metacognition by science. Right. Okay, that itself will give you an understanding. If you place certain amount of time and energy in doing that, the process of metacognition, you will understand what is happening with you inside you. Then you need to connect to the higher consciousness. Okay, so you need to go on into a journey. Okay, that's what all the scriptures or all the religious scriptures and spiritual literature is telling us. Okay, you need to go into a journey of becoming someone different than who you are actually conditioned to be. Correct. Okay, so what all you are doing, what all you are thinking, what all you are behaving, all this is because of the conditions or the conditioning you encountered during the childhood that have become you. Right. Now you need to be aware. The first thing is awareness, which is metacognition, of what kind of thoughts are you generating on a day-to-day basis from time to time. Right. What kind of emotions are running through your mind. So once you are aware of this, then you will understand, okay, this is what I am. So once you understand who you are as a person, then the journey starts into going. It is the known. Who you are is known. Right. So then who you can be or who you want to be is in the unknown. It is not known. Right. So from the unknown is a place where the new thing can be created. As I said, no. Right. We know known is the worm. Okay. Right. The unknown is what is happening inside the cocoon, and the outcome is the butterfly. Absolutely. So you need to go into that journey. And that is not an easy journey, and for that, as I said, there needs a sheer desire and commitment, where it is like the burning desire. Now Socrates uses this word called burning desire. Okay, when you have this burning desire, obviously it is possible for everyone to go into that process. Sometimes the universe conspires you to go into that process. That happened in my life. I was actually into yoga and meditation right from childhood, since my father is a Siddhi Samadhi Yoga guru.
Wow.
So right from my childhood, I had experience of different knowledge and gurus. I have encountered a lot of gurus. I learned from a lot of them, and everything is in great going. But even I and my parents fell prey to the societal conditioning, right. And from my 9th or 10th standard, they started pushing me towards engineering. That's what it is happening. Even though even these people, my father being a guru itself, but still he also has fallen prey to not understanding me, but understanding only the society, and motivated me to go into the path of engineering. I said I don't want to do engineering. I understood that I am so much creative. I want to do something related to design. It can be a fashion design or something related to design is creative. That is where you create, right? But no one is there to guide me. No one is there to even guide my parents. So what happened is I went into the same path, and I couldn't sync myself with whatever the education is happening, and I never paid attention in engineering. But in the meantime, what happened in these 5-6 years, I left complete connection with my yogic practices, like the spiritual science or Siddha Samadhi yoga or the yoga, the pranayama. All these things were completely out. And then that is the time when I went into a lot of negativity. And as common youth today, your negativity is just nothing but a reflection of the movies and the media that you watch. So I was also in the same manner. I was also doing all these things, all the negative way how the youth is going.
With the flow.
Just going with the youth. Just whatever. If I don't do, I think that is not cool. No, if I don't do it, it's not cool. So I just went into the flow with everyone, and because I just want to appear cool with all of my friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
So doing the same thing what everyone is doing and doing it in a more better way to appear more cool. Okay. Then what happened in 2007? I accidentally fell from the first floor.
Oh.
And I broke my leg. So in these 3 years from 2004, my father is into pyramid meditation.
Wonderful.
So he used to try to teach me. He tried to teach me meditation. He told me many things about meditation, but nothing went inside my brain. Literally, because in that age, when you are so young, and these things won't come. And also because of the media and all things, I had a very negative perception towards these gurus and
towards spirituality in a way.
Spirituality and all these, because there is a lot of good spirituality in the world, but only media shows only 1% of negative spirituality, or not negative spirituality, negative things happening with respect to this journey. So that it impacts the 99% of the people, right? And I am also the one who got impacted. And I said, all these gurus are right. One guru out of 1,000 might be doing something wrong, and based on his behavior and judgment or his actions, we come to a judgment that everyone is
same, yeah.
Right. So I was also in the same manner. So though my father was teaching me meditation, trying to teach me, I was completely negative about these kind of things. So when this happened, actually I got operated and I was made to take bed rest for 3 months. So I have nothing to do. I just got bedridden. I don't have anything to do. Only thing I can do is watch TV or read a book. And I'm not interested in my education and I don't read any of these books even in college. So how come I sit at home and read it? And so I don't read that books. I can watch TV. So for 1 week, I just watched the TV all the time. And I got really frustrated with TV. Normally I like TV very much, but when you do something on an overdose, I really got frustrated. That was the moment of frustration for me. No, because I'm more of an active person. I play a lot of sport. I played a lot of cricket. Even now also I play cricket. Okay, I played for under 14, under 16 on district and state level, zone level. So I am such an active person. When I was kept on the bed, I was like so much frustrated. On one hand, my body is not in a good shape. Other hand, my mind is also not in a good shape. And I was like a lot of stressed and frustrated. So that was the time when my father took a lot of interest in me, and my grandfather also. My father, every day he used to call 4 or 5 of his friends, who are into meditation, masters, and every day they used to sit around me in my bedroom and they used to do meditation for 1 hour every day in the morning. That was the ritual for these 3 months. So I don't have any other chance. When someone is sitting beside you and doing meditation, you can't watch the TV.
You can't disrespect them.
So I have to meditate. So not so much interested, but still because of this, I did meditation. So that's how I restarted my spiritual journey, my meditative journey, and I started meditating. For the first few days, it's quite normal, and after 10 days, I started, maybe because of the help of these masters, I started experiencing a lot of physical changes. I felt my body getting energy flowing to my place where I got operated. I felt my body getting levitated, or I felt it is getting heavier, so much heavier. I felt that my cells are reacting to something external force. So these kind of experiences I encountered. Then Dr. Pratap Kumar, one of our family doctor, he gave me the book called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma.
Mm-hmm.
So I was fascinated by that book, the way it was written. Then I lost complete interest on external world. I felt a lot of interest, and I started reading all the books that he gave me. And just within 3 days, I used to complete one book.
Wow.
Because I had nothing else to do. So the only thing I will do is I read a book, I meditate. I read a book, I meditate. All these 3 months, I read a book, I meditate. And I went into deep books like Autobiography of a Yogi.
Mm-hmm.
Reading that book is not possible for everyone. If I give you even crore of rupee,
Mm-hmm.
you can't read the book if you don't have the right energy.
Is it?
Yes.
It's interesting.
So because when I read 2 pages, I felt my energy down, or it's not down, but I just go into meditation for half an hour. Again, I read 2-3 pages. Again, I go into meditation. So such a wonderful book it is. That completely changed my perspective about spirituality. I used to read Swami Vivekananda books, right, where he used to tell about some mystics who could create. When he visited some mystic, he could create something out of thin air, nothing from. And I used to read, but I don't have a clarity on it. But when I read the book Autobiography of a Yogi, it was such a wonderful book that everyone should read it to understand how Swami has changed his form, his body. It's so much funny also. When someone is trying to take a picture, he used to disappear.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Just to make fun of him. And he used to reappear. These kind of things, will actually, change your mindset a lot. It will change your complete perspective about life and everything. And even recently also, I had one master from our pyramid only, is Master Allah Bakshu, Muhammad Allah Bakshu.
Yes.
He gave us a 5-day class on the topic called Buddha's neuronet of levitation.
Mm-hmm.
Levitation is being practiced in Buddhist monasteries from a very long time. Over a few years of practice, any Buddhist monk can levitate into the air.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's really amazing, and they give and a lot of steps and what they do for that, and it takes years of practice for that to achieving. And very few people, because of, as I said, a burning desire, a commitment is required, and those people, only few of them have achieved levitation, and that is quite possible also. So it means that your body is beyond this gravitational force. When the force higher than the normal forces act upon you, everything is possible. So that's what Nikola Tesla, he says that if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration.
Very well said.
So see, even a great scientist, and he said these words after reading a lot of Indian scriptures. Okay, even because I learned from many modern day coaches like Tony Robbins or Bob Proctor, and many people like this. Okay, Dane Carnegie and many people. Almost all these people talk about values. Okay, there are certain values for you. Okay, which out of the many values, there is a small process called, out of around 100 different kind of values, you will shortlist 5 of it, which are very important to you. So these values are the path and purpose for you. Okay, when you follow these values, okay, then automatically whatever is sync with this value of yours, you will go in the right path. When you are doing something else which is not your value, then that will be a stress or frustration for you. So first you need to understand your values, which is actually, when I learned from all these people, then I learned from the Indian scriptures. It is already there 5,000 years back. It is called samskaras. Okay, so samskaras are personal values that you have on your own. Out of many samskaras, you have your own samskaras. You seek certain things. I seek certain different things. So what I seek is not in sync with what I am doing, then obviously there is a misalignment, conflict. But if I go my path, if I walk my path in align with my values, then there will be less resistance. There will be a lot of flow going on, and you will not feel stressed or frustrated. So, as I said, once you go into that process of going into a cocoon and trying to transforming, and then you will recognize who are you, okay, what are my values, what am I, what is my purpose. When you understand that, then you don't need to listen to anyone. You will just make your own path. And one more thing is, we as a children has a lot of, even children today have a lot of intuitive powers. Okay, a child, when I am a child, my parents, even now they tell me that just by hearing the sound of a vehicle, I used to tell the vehicle it's a lorry or bus or tractor. Then later I understood that it's not because just of the sound. It is my intuitive power which is working there. I used to tell correctly any type of vehicle based on the sound. It's not actually the sound, because almost all the sounds are similar. But I used to make exact differentiation. It is not because of the sound. Sound is not because of the analytical mind. As a child, my analytical mind is not active. I later understood it, that it is not because of my analytical mind, it is because of my intuitive mind, where I am able to, they did not understand that it's my intuition. So we need to make sure that our children follow their intuition. When we are cut off from our intuition, and we will be in a place where we don't know what to do.
Right.
When we are stuck, whether to follow the parents, whether to follow the society, whether to follow your heart, whether someone will say that this way is really good, this is future. Someone will say this. You don't know what to do. You will be stuck. What am I? What should I do? You will be thinking. You will be comparing yourself with your friends. They are doing really good. Should I go back to that path? So all these things will come because you are cut off from your intuitive mind, intuitive state. Intuition is our natural state. You will know what to do, when to do, when you are connected to your intuition. So when you are in that process of cocoon, or when you transformed and connected to your intuition, no one needs to tell you anything. You will know what to do. That's simple.
Beautiful, beautiful. Really wonderful to know all this.
Yeah.
And definitely it's very, everybody needs to think about it at least.
Right.
And if we talk about meditation, the transformation and the meditation, what is the connection?
I will tell you that transformation is not possible without meditation.
So you say that transformation is impossible without meditation.
Right.
Why is it like that?
Because meditation means going back to your natural state. Okay. Meditation itself means going back to your nature. So through the process of meditation, you become yourself. Before meditation, you are a condition. You are a program. What program? You are a program of the conditioning that happened to you because of the environment, surroundings, your parents, your friends, your relatives, people in the vicinity. So all these people tell you something, and it is stored in your subconscious mind. You don't know. And today you are doing something and you might feel, why did I do like this? It is because you did not do it consciously. It is because of the subconscious program is running you. You did that. So you need to know what is the programming that happened to you. Okay, and when you go into meditation, you will understand what is happening in your subconscious mind. You will know who you are as a program, and then when you come out of that, you break that program. It's very difficult. When you go into deep meditation, when you hibernate, that is when the process happens where I can say that the worm is actually going into a meditative state to become a butterfly.
Right.
Like that, if you go into that state, and that is the path of transformation that was given to us by Buddha 2500 years ago. That was even given by people like Sage Valmiki through different scriptures. Valmiki, he was a thief and he transformed into a butterfly now he is as a author, as a poet, because of that thing only. Jesus, he said, I fasted for 40 days, 40 nights. What does he mean by fasting? He's not telling about fasting the body. He's telling the fasting of the mind also. People don't understand this.
Correct.
Fasting is body and mind together.
True.
That is what meditation is. And meditation works really when you actually do your physical fasting also. I like a lot of naturopathy because from childhood I had an experience with naturopathy. At the age of 7, I had my tonsils enlargement. And I was supposed to get operated, and I had a lot of fear about operation. So I begged my parents that I will not get operated, but it was so painful and a lot of pus and everything is there. Then because of our family doctor suggestion, we went to a naturopath, and he told us, we did not try it on children like this, but if you are okay and he is also ready, then we can try. And then I went to a 10-day fasting, complete fasting.
Total fasting.
Total fasting. And I used to have water and lemon and honey occasionally when I feel hungry, and that's it. So after 10 days, I was completely cured of this problem, and I have never encountered this problem again in my life. I wrote an article in the book called Neeru Meeru. It's in Telugu by Dr. Manthan Satyanarayana Garu, and my article was published in that when I was in 8th standard. And I used to get every 2 or 3 calls from people who read the book, who had similar problems or something like that, and ask and check whether it is real or what did I follow and all this. So, and then I can relate that one to what Jesus said. Okay, I fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. By what? Physical fasting. He did not take anything. He fasted his physical body, and he also fasted his mental body. Okay, his mind. And then he transformed, and he came out of that cave, as like a light, bright. It is because he was into that state for 40 days. So any one of us, if we really want something to majorly change in our life, not just little things, then we need to hibernate into that meditative state, and that is the beginning of transformation.
Very well explained, definitely amazing. It's really helpful for people also. And since you are the first-hand example, I would say, isn't it?
Yes.
And like you are an author too, as I know, as we were discussing. But before we discuss that part, I want to know as you have mentioned somewhere when I was interacting with you before this program, that the science behind meditation, that is biology, chemistry, physics, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that?
So let us talk about the physics. Okay. Apart from meditation, we all in our childhood, physics is a very common, science is a common subject. In that we all learned that if we go deep into your body, we have organs, tissues, and you go deep inside, you have cells. Okay, and that's matter. Everything is matter. When you go to the smallest part of the matter, you will have an atom. An atom has, we all learned that it has a nucleus in the middle, and we have electrons, protons and neutrons.
Right.
And we learned a lot about electrons, protons, neutrons from all our engineering life and whatever it is. And now the important thing is, what quantum physics is, it doesn't talk about these things. It talks about what is the other 99% of the cell. Only 1% of the cell consists of nucleus, electrons, protons and neutrons. The other 99% of the cell is completely empty.
So it's completely empty.
Yeah, in an atom, if you take the space occupied by nucleus, electron and proton and all these things is only 1%.
Right.
Okay, and all the remaining is complete empty space. And now quantum physics is interested in that space. Okay, so what is this space? So if you understand what I am saying, that means a cell is 99% empty, and coming to the cells together and making it an organ, then the organ is 99% empty. Your body whole as whole is 99% empty, right? Whatever matter you are seeing, it is 99% empty.
Absolutely.
Whatever you are seeing is only 1%, right? So all this world that you are seeing is only 1%. So it is the 99% which is unseen or unknown that is actually governing the 1%. How the electrons, protons, these things behave is based on the energy or the ether, we can say, which is in the 99%. The environment, which we can use it in the term of epigenetics, where Dr. Bruce Lipton simply puts in this way: environment signals the genes. So your environment, the people around you or the environment which you are brought up, all these will actually signal the genes. So the genes can make good proteins or bad proteins. So if you are making a lot of good proteins, you will go towards a healthy life. And if you are going through bad proteins because of the stress or the environmental issues and all, your genes will be producing bad proteins. Okay, and this is biology actually. I think I shifted from physics to biology.
It's well connected actually.
So that's how the health is impacted. Your genes were actually producing bad proteins over a long period of time, resulting in bad health. Okay, it is so. What is propelling the genes to produce the bad genes is the environment. So the environment is giving you stress. It is giving you negativity. All the media is giving negativity. Right. People around you are giving negativity. So all these are actually producing this negative impact on your body, and it is bringing down your immune system. Today we have a big pandemic, and it is the only thing. It's very simple thing is it only affects people who are not having immunity. Yes or no? So that means what happened to their immunity is it is because the environment they are having, the food they are taking, everything is environment. Everything is environment. All these are impacting his immunity. So now what you need? Now you need transformation. If you don't want to encounter these kind of things in the future, you need to transform what all you are doing with respect to the food, sleep or work, people, environment. Everything you need to change, and you come into a better state. So that's what biology is.
Right.
And chemistry is the chemical changes that are happening in your body with respect to your thoughts. When you have positive thoughts, when you have vibrating thoughts, when you are so much positive, you have a lot of oxytocin releasing in your body, serotonin coming in your body. And all these good chemicals are actually gives you a lot of positive hormones, and that will heal your body, that will help your body, that will vibrate you on a higher level. And when you are stressed, you release negative chemicals like cortisol, norepinephrine, and all these negative chemicals released over a period of time, negative chemicals will actually cause disease in your body. So this is what that physics, biology and chemistry are connected to you, your wellness, your health, everything is connected. So that is what I used to talk about, the physics, biology and chemistry of you.
That's really amazing. That's really amazing. So everything is discussed in a nice way, combined together. The relation between all these subjects is really well defined by you. Really amazing.